all the way in Switzerland, and you're tuning into the Black House Fire Radio, and you're listening to Massive Wagwan. I'm Gerard Benson, Jamaican brother there, reaching out to all the massive on the African continent, and you're tuning into the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby, Monday to Friday. Stay tuned. Robinson and love, respect, and justice for all.
Yeah, bullshit, my program. Hey, tell her put that hoe in the bag. This shit Spanish, I'ma turn that coke and might put that hoe in the bag. I might put a nigga in the bag. What's cracking it from the east, but like I'm West in it. This hair good and it looking like West Indies. To me, go blank, I may put the verse in it. Molly pills and I put them in the purse in it. I might cut your body. I might turn a homicide to a hobby. I new guy in the lobby. See me on set and on set. I'm like Cardi, you hide me. Stupid boy, he ain't hide me. A girl say she ain't fuck with him and rap this bitch, you ain't hide me. Tell that hoe she ain't hide me. I been chilling with them mortals. I'm a god, ain't body. Put them on line like Bobby. Screaming, free a nigga, ay. Pretty bitch, no mileage. And I hit them with that digga, ay. Put them on line like Bobby. Screaming, free a nigga, ay. Pretty bitch, no mileage. They y'all can try me and give me no artist.
All the way in and you're tuning into
Put them on line like Bobby. Screaming, free a nigga, ay. Pretty bitch, no mileage. And I hit them with that digga,
I don't like the French kiss, rather get my French fries. I be getting high, so you know I tell a bitch bye. I don't spit bars, I drop bombs like a bit locked. Timmy been a big problem. We don't speak to cops, nigga, you can hear a pin drop. Ask him what I saw, like a fetus, I ain't seen none. Feel like I'm a god, but my demons ain't seen none. It's hard to tell you about a real nigga when I'm being one. You can see it closely, nobody could coach me. Fuck everybody that don't fuck with me, Bill Cosby. Man, I'm so high, you couldn't reach where all my toes be. Man, I'm so high, you couldn't reach me in the nosebleeds. Man, I'm so high, I really think I'm starting to nosebleed. Damn, I'm so high, but I'm spitting over cold.
Yes, family, karibuni sana to another beautiful session of the Pan-African Bliss Show right here on the Black Hot Fire Network media of the 21st century, 10 minutes to 1 p.m. right here in the 254. And of course, I'd love to welcome everyone listening to me via the radio station on Spreaker Live, those who get to catch the shows on Spotify, and also everyone live with me right here on TikTok, on Facebook, and on our YouTube page. Karibuni sana. I hope you guys have had a wonderful night. To all our diaspora, beautiful people, and of course to all our African amazing listeners, karibuni sana. Shout out to CJ's in the building, shout out to user 17 in the building, shout out to Kardinali Mkuu, shout out to keep talk KE PayPal. Welcome to the Black Hot Fire Network. Karibuni sana. In case this is your first time here, karibu sana. And of course, diving into the conversation of today, which we shall be talking about Haiti and Kenya having a one-on-one agreement about the deployment of the police officers that has been long been awaited for. We've seen that the High Court has literally been, opposing this motion, and of course, even some Kenyans, Haitians themselves, calling out on Kenya and the people to stop this imperialism that is going on there, and that is also about to be participated and supported by our government of Kenya. So we shall be reading the article on what is happening, because on the board I see that the US, the UN is involved, and of course they're the ones who are literally looking forward and leading on this meeting on how it shall be literally be conducted. So we shall be discussing about that. We shall also be talking about, yesterday I light a little bit, and also on the news that is done by Demore from 7 to 7:30. By the way, you guys remember we have Demore coming up with the news every single day from Monday to Friday, bringing you the updates of what is happening in other African countries before you get to the Africa Today show or the culture show. But yesterday I mentioned about DRC Congo, where we had bombing of a camping site where most of the people literally are displaced, and we had 3 people who actually died in this, and also we had two cars, I'm not sure, 2 tractors or 2 boats, something like that happened in DRC Congo. I'm not sure of the details, but I had yesterday Demore report about it. But for me, I shall be talking specifically about the bombing itself. I also want to tackle about the rising cost of living in Nigeria, and this is actually making people go back to the rice that we throw away. And this is crazy because we're literally being led to living unhealthy lifestyle, and we've seen them promoting us onto even eating bugs and a lot more. So we shall be talking about that and much more on our conversation of the day. So karibuni sana. Began with an amazing jam over there that is Silverstone Buzz with Tommy Blanc, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the song. The name of the jam is called Bobby, and of course I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm going back still with her jams, and this is by still Brooklyn Boys, and the name of the jam is Last Year Bender. Karibuni sana once again. I'll be back with the quote of the day as you get started.
Yes. Yo, don't put me on a test, huh? Don't you try me now. Don't talk plug and onion drip, come in. Then last day I bend, I know where you can find me now. I took guys on a project.
Shout out to DJ Tash Raz.
On a test, huh?
Shout out to Paddy Pato.
Don't talk plug and onion drip, come in. Then last day I bend, I know where you can find us now. I took guys on a project.
Weed that I'm smoking belladonna. Y'all slipping on me in a coma. We outside, no Rona. Everybody getting beer, sipping no Corona. Seen a number, but a minute, I need no more. Keep a look different, looking at me like a foreigner. Shawty not shit if she's selling in the corner. Body shawty got connect, then a dial in the corner. Bars, bitch, real bars, ass bitch. Everybody real, I expose you like a toner. I'm forever in your brain like a trauma. Hoes get one chance, but my pussy get 9 times.
Don't put me on my chest, hot, don't you try me. Try, don't talk plug and onion drip, come in. Then last day I bend, I know where you can find me now. I took guys on a bro, check it time. Don't put me on a test, hot, don't you try me. Try, don't talk plug and onion drip, come in. Then last day I bend, I know where you can find us now. I took guys on a bro, check it time.
925 in it, Dubai shit. Malikani Safi, Dubai it. Coca Bando, Coca grab me corner. To my next of a team, this is so not meant for kids. Don't ever ring my phone, Joe. Kasi biz, not to get a gram na 12 bit. Free all the buzz, gonna gang na feed live, Juna Instagram, bado. Main in Bliss in a big step up. Was just knock again, so not any mega pressure. My brain, I wanna teta, you can get better. Daily koi game,
Yes, and welcome back to the conversation of the day, and this is the Pan-African Blue Show. My name is Joby, in case you're here for the first time, and you are listening to the media of the 21st century, the Black Hot Fire Network radio station. Shout out to Vincent Kalum, shout out to Alice Semo, Karibu Sana, and to everyone live with me on the other platforms. And I'd love to actually tell you guys that our app is back on the Google Play Store. So in case you're here and you do not have our app, kindly, this is the time. We've been waiting, I think, for the last 2 months, but hooray, finally it has happened. It is back on the Google Play Store. Just search for the Black Hot Fire Network and you'll find us there. Download the app. It gives you the opportunity to literally listen to us as you operate other platforms or other applications on your phone. It could be the Messenger, it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be WhatsApp, talking to your family and friends, and of course listening to the Black Hot Fire Network news and updates and much more of the music aligned there for you. And also, if you find it that hard, you can also join in through our website, that is the www.blackhotfirenetwork.com. But actually it's simple if you have the app, because the app takes you direct to the website, which the website has so much features. We have merchandise there on the apparel store. You can check it out. Like I said, what I've been saying, we have also beauty products, skincare products that shall be coming your way very, very, very soon. And also on the other pages, like the social page, you're given the chance to literally share your comments, your videos, which are literally educative to us as Black and African people, right there on the show page. So karibuni sana, enjoy the Black Hot Fire Network services, and of course, welcome once again to the conversation of the day. Quick shout out to Mr. Black Hot Fire, karibu sana. I see you on TikTok, and to everyone who's also tuning in via Facebook or rather YouTube. I see so many of you tuning in. Shout out to Deno as well, and of course, welcome to today's conversation. Now, starting with the conversation of the day, I want to start with what is happening in Nigeria. I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, I spoke about Ugandans, where we had a record number, that is by the year of 2022, we had a number of literally 2,200 people who died due to hunger crisis in Uganda. And what have we seen the president of Uganda do about this? Because personally, if you look at, I discussed this very, very well. The reason why farming has become so poor in Africa is because we have leaders who have focused much more on even selling our lands to our foreigners, rather than even actually enabling us to practice our skills over there which will make life even much more simple, when you start your life. And this should start, actually, practical should start at school, because I remember way back then, when school systems were really school system at the beginning, I'd say, when we had principals, headmasters, and teachers who really were teachers and knew what they were doing. I remember for one of the primary schools I studied, for us, we used to have a farm behind the classes, and actually some people who did how is it called, what's this lesson, home science, the home science. Like I said, some classes for us, we never used to go for the home science. Like, we never used to. Even the library, when we were explaining yesterday, the library, the same thing. It is very, very rare, and I think it's some classes that are picked too. But I used to see some students go practice, or rather apply their skills here. And I'm certain, if maybe today these people, if anything was to happen to to us in a way, how we need to save ourselves and plant our own food, these are people who had skills from school. Believe should be taught much more, like I said 2 weeks ago, when I was talking about Uganda, because this is why Africans don't know anything about farming, because we're barely even taught, and we should not be taught again, because this is just practical skills. But Africans right now, it seems that we need to be taught. But yes, we saw Ugandans being called idiots because of the country not being able to secure food for the citizens. We've seen Museveni going to meetings, and the worst and the best thing he said, that was actually when we had the Europe-Africa Summit. He said that Ugandans are miseating, overeating, undereating, and used literally so many names. And it was literally it was funny to me, like almost for a week or 2 weeks, Ugandans are miseating, overeating, and all sorts of words. But we saw the minister coming out and saying that Ugandans are idiots, because you as a Ugandan, it's so crazy, and how, it doesn't make sense how you're lazy. You can't literally apply just simple skills from, seed and all that, and see the productivity of your work and everything. But I questioned, how many Africans, leave alone even the African Americans, how many Africans still today are still trying? Historically, we have freedom fighters who are still asking for reparations of their stolen lands. We have generations asking and fighting for the lands that were stolen from their ancestors or their grandfathers or their grandmothers. We have all this. We had literally the late wife of Dedan Kimathi, who just died last year. She died struggling and fighting to get her husband's body back and the land back. We still see, even up today, Africans, money has been compensated back, but it doesn't get to our hands. It's the system or the government, the leaders, who pocket the money. But why is this becoming a norm? Because the situation of food crisis and the cost of living is literally hiking up in Africa. And I think we've been warned that in the next coming few months, the cost of food shall actually skyrocket very, very bad. It's about to go very high. I don't know if they meant this as Africa, but I remember this came from Kenya, that our cost of food is about to skyrocket. But the same thing is actually affecting Nigerians. If you are connecting the dots of what I'm talking about and what, as we find a solution towards the end of this discussion. Nigeria cost of living has actually turned so many people to go to the rice we throw away. I think if you guys I don't know for the diaspora people, but for us, when you buy rice, you must go through it because it always has the dirty particles. I don't know for you guys if the packaging comes very clean or it comes dirty where you have to redo it and check it again. But for us, you have to recheck again. And actually, this is we don't consume this. But it's crazy to see now Nigerians, apart from them eating, how is it called? Porcupines, snakes, snails, tortoise, and all types of animals because of cost of living, because I believe this is poverty that is leading people to all this. But apart from poverty, the government is behind all this, because I'll be sharing a video of how Nigerians are being literally struggling so hard to fight the imported rice, not just the imported rice, but imported food. We've seen how it has destroyed our local market, but what has the system done? What have our leaders, the presidents, the representatives of the country done? Nothing. But they're saying as the rising cost of living continues to bite, many in northern Nigeria are turning to rice, grains that milers normally reject after processing or sell to farmers to feed their fish. And these are referred to in the Hausa language, widely spoken in the north, and as afafata, which means battling, because they are literally a battle to cook. I think they meant there's literally a battle to cook and eat, as the grains are so hard. A few years ago, this is one of them how it narrates. A few years ago, people didn't care about this type of rice. We usually threw it away and along with the rice hulls. But times have become super, super hard and they have changed. And despite the grains being broken, dirty, and rough, afafata cheaper rice has made it more attractive for humans and helped poor families to be able to afford and to eat one of their staple foods in the country. This is so crazy. Actually, I thought the staple food of Nigeria was fufu and how's it called? Egusi, I guess. I used to think it's egusi, fufu, that's their staple food, but I'm surprised to see that actually rice is their staple food. That is something I've learned today, and which is nice. I didn't know rice is considered a staple food in Nigeria, but which is good. I think that's because of jollof rice. Should make sense. Yeah, because of jollof rice. But before I go with the whole article, this is an agenda, according to me. This is not just actually happening because we need to understand African countries. If you follow every African country, we've been receiving food aid because some places or some communities and regions cannot literally. We've been getting aid because some regions cannot produce food or don't know how to produce food, or their lands have been taken away. We're not just talking about a piece of a land. We're talking about acres of lands have been snatched away by the system. These people have been evacuated from their homes, displaced, and it goes worse. They even bomb you. We shall be getting to that. It is crazy. So I believe this is an agenda personally that they're trying, and they have been so hard because when we had Kenya talking about genetically modified food, I've said this personally. I remember when I was young, I used to see lorries come to our village, white lorries. Of course, as a young child and growing in Africa where people around your home, all you do is stare. You don't question what are they doing here. You stare. That is literally the African child. You look at Mzungus, you stare, you were like, yeah, Wazungus came to our home, but they're literally taking the organic food as they give us GMOs, because that is what happened in our community where my mom is born. I used to see lorries come, take the food that we have farmed for seasons, waited for it to literally, for us to be able to harvest. But we had one of my uncles, I think I've discussed this before, one of my uncles has a very, 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 very big, large amount of acres of land. He used to plant oranges, he used to plant lemons, and a lot of things. But I used to see only white lorries coming and carry this food. But then, after a few seasons, we're going to be demanding for food. So the same white lorries come with sacks of maize, not the white maize we farm, some yellow maize. That's the first time I saw yellow maize. And I'm like, okay. Of course, you don't question again. You don't know what's happening. But this is an agenda that they have been trying to push in Africa for so long. And it is up to us, as especially the youth, because this is, again, a target to us. They're not only trying to destroy us mentally, physically. This is us being killed in a manner we won't understand. They want to kill us through hunger. They want to kill us through genetically modified food. We're seeing now artificial food. But Keith, you say genetically modified food is the same with the artificial food, right? You said so, right? It is crazy, man. But shout out to Steppers in the building. And I also see Keith is saying that fufu is Ghana, Joby. But also Nigerians eat fufu, Keith. Yeah, Nigerians also do eat fufu. Trust me. I don't know if I'm wrong, but Nigerians also do eat fufu. Because personally, for me to know the term fufu is because of the mental programming of Nigerian movies, Nollywood. We used to see a lot of fufu food from only Nigerians. I didn't know of. I mean, I'd say Ghanaians, yes, because this is part of the West African countries, but yeah, Nigerians as well. And also, see Steppers Karibu Sana, you're saying that blame the uncle. The system is effed up. It is. It is. I don't know if this man knew. He died actually out of cancer after years because he was making a lot of money. This guy had money. When I say he had money, he had money. When I say, and I don't brag, it is not bragging. I have to take a video of where my mom's side comes from. It's
Hey, but Sana, God damn it. Yeah.
Karibu Sana. they,
Yeah, yeah,
colonize.
yeah. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me say some yes, Joby. They eat it not just yes, they eat it in Nigeria, but only understand since you guys are since Africa so tribal, and every tribe eats food, so you can't say it's a staple in Nigeria because different tribes have different staples. And since Nigeria has a bigger community, you can't say food was a staple in Nigeria, even though they eat it a lot, yes. But some tribes don't eat fufu in Nigeria. So it would be considered a staple of Nigeria. Yeah, because
I think that's so biased of them. That is so goddamn. Is tribalism really that deep in Nigeria?
yes, Toby, yes, 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 yes.
I've never heard anyone in Kenya say I can't eat garlic.
I know. That's right. That's why I told you. It's even worse than Kenya.
God.
That's why I told you it's crazier than Kenya, Joey. Yes.
Oh no, I'm not.
The houses, and what you're talking about up there in the north, the houses, they don't eat fufu. The houses don't eat that shit. The houses say, oh, I don't touch that shit.
Damn.
yeah, Joby. That's how deep.
So bad.
That's how deep the tribalism is in Nigeria. It goes crazy.
It is crazy, but I'm saying this situation of Nigeria, this is the agenda they're trying to push all over the world, where they're trying to make people eat unwanted things in our body.
Unwanted food, yeah, because they try to disconnect you from the creator. All these genetically, family, like I said, you're in a 25,000 year cycle. You're going back up in time. Black people start going back up in parts of the universe, your vibrations going to change. So your foods are going to start igniting your wake up. They know that. That's how they try to purposely put genetically modified foods all throughout the world, especially in Africa, where everything's natural and delicious and tastes so good. Africa, you went to Africa, you got the real flavor of fruits and vegetables. Like, God damn, this is delicious.
Now they even get into. I think it could be because I remember the situation in Gambia. Sometime I reported a situation in Gambia. No, like Liberia. Sorry, in Liberia, where people Africans are fighting the Chinese because these people have taken over the fishing market and they are bringing the genetically modified fishes back in the continent. And I proved that because on Monday I bought fish, tilapia. I'm not really a fan of tilapia that much. I'm a fan of fish fillets, the fillets. But I bought tilapia on Monday. After cooking it, I didn't really.
Most tilapia is a fake food.
I didn't even finish that shit. I threw it in the dustbin because I'm like, why is it? What is this? Why is it tasting like
your body was telling you, tilapia is created fish, not a real fish.
Hey, yo, it's super crazy. But I bet Nigerians, I like you said yesterday, this country has a really big, large population, and I think 71% of the population are youths. That is what I read last time. 71% of the population are youths. These people should rise up and fight these old coons who are installed in these seats because there's nothing they are doing. You're killing youth. You're making people. You're making people run away from the country, go do some scamming shit outside there. Now Nigeria, everyone in the world knows Nigeria as the number one scammer.
Right.
Number one scumbag, if they started out. If they can be called like that.
Sadly enough, that's become the truth. Sadly enough, they just said they do all the scamming, but they don't. They're too cowardly, African men, to do what's got to be done. So we got to call African men. We got to call African men out, Joby, for being cowards. It is what it is. The country, as I told Demore, Nigeria should be one of the richest countries in the planet, not in Africa, on the planet, to be one of the most powerful countries in the world. Period. But it's not, because weak ass, backward ass, scary ass men and tribalism. I'm not going to eat your poo-poo because I'm this tribe. I'm that tribe. So you got a country full of morons. I'm this tribe. I'm that tribe. It's my tribe. And my tribe. And my tribe. And all your tribes are poor and backward, nigga.
The last time I checked, I got this kind of a shock from Nigeria is when I discovered of the sewages. But I didn't know these people are so. I'm like, you know, how do you want to starve? Go to this bad rice because you can't eat fufu and igusi because the different tribes. You'd rather just eat dirty rice literally than eat meat. Are you crazy? I choose meat over and over again. I'm sorry.
Well, that's why they eat all them. That's why they eat all them crazy. Instead of upright, they rather eat. You got to eat all kind of crazy meats, Joe. But you sure they eat rats, they eat cats, they eat snails, they eat snakes. I'm not eating none of that shit. I'd rather overthrow the country, overthrow the government. I'm not doing none of that crazy shit. I'm not eating none of that poisonous stuff. We're not supposed to be eating that as African people, Joby. You can't tell me that's your culture, and your culture's fucked up. Your culture became erotic. As African people, we're not supposed to be eating bush meat. All kind of weird ass rodents. We're not supposed to eat that.
I cannot, and I hope the universe is listening very loud and clear. You cannot make me cross paths with a Nigerian man, kindly. Okay? You cannot. Because I can't. I just can't. Okay? I'm not saying they're black people, they're good people, they're Africans like me, and there's so many cute people black. Just not for me, man. I can't do the culture. I can't do the culture.
Burner boy comes to you, Joby, and says, I like you, Joby. I'm going to make you my wife.
I'm sorry, my friend. Go to Steph London. Go to Steph London, my friend. Go back to your ex. Please, leave me alone.
Don't forget that. I know. Burner boy, I'm Wiz Kid, Joby. I'm Wiz Kid. I like you. And let's do our thing.
I think your Savage is single Whiskey kindly. She's your age mate. Huh? Kindly go there. I'm too young for you. Please go. I started listening to your songs when I was a baby. So I mean, how old are you? That's some pedophile shit. I'm not dealing with some pedophile shit.
You're a grown woman. You're not a kid no more, Joey. So you can't be a pedophile.
You are abusing me. You are too old. But anyway, as we move on to the next conversation, I want to talk about Somali as well. And so with this story that is coming from Somali, comes hand in hand with also an article I was reading on Monday. Not on Monday, but I think last week, where they did actually rule out, that was New Jersey. The Federal Appeals Court in New Jersey ruled on, that was on Monday, that residents' refusal to wear masks at school boarding meeting during a COVID-19 pandemic is not protected as a freedom of speech, or you don't have a speech of rights when it comes to you not wearing masks, or you saying that you don't want to wear masks. And I see the same thing actually is applied, not the same way, but I think this comes as a freedom to Somalians, but because I didn't know that they still wear masks, and I wonder why we don't have the COVID-19.
What's it got to do with New Jersey? What does Somalia got to do with New Jersey?
I'm combining the story because, okay, let me read this. They're saying the authorities in Somalia have banned face masks in capital of Mogadishu due to security
Oh,
concerns.
yeah, but
And
because I understand why they doing it there. You don't want nobody wearing a mask in Somalia because
but
you always got bandits blowing up shit.
but the number one question is, why are they making people wear masks
They not. They said that they don't want you to wear the mask. They tell you to take it off.
right now? Right now, so meaning it has been going on, Keith. Look at
You
it.
get
It is
no,
right
but you
now.
just read it that they said you cannot wear the mask in Mogadishu. That's what they just told you. That's what you just read. They said no, take the shit off. That was
And
you just read.
the spokesperson of Mogadishu administration, Saladia, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, said that the face masks are being used by criminals to hide their
Exactly, but exactly.
carry out
He's
illegal.
saying take them off. Exactly, take them off. Well,
And the reason
don't wear no
why I'm
mask.
combining the story, because you're asking why I'm combining the story, is because we still have so many African people who have the mask. That's the truth. We
Because
still
they're
have
morons, Joby. You can't. They're scared. You can't do. If I'm
know.
scared, Joby, what am I supposed to do? That when you see somebody wearing a mask, you already know their mental state. They're morons.
I know.
You already know it. You still got American black people walking around here with masks on. Like, I know that's a moron. That's a moron I'm looking at.
I know
that.
that is okay, but why the reason why I'm combining this with what New Jersey ruled, the federal appeals, is because I'm starting the same rule, and we know we're gonna be experiencing probably another pandemic anytime when we don't know when. You know, they might come up with the same restrictions which were there, because remember in Kenya we had so many people who were killed, beaten, injured because of not having face masks. What if I don't want to wear? What if I can't breathe in this shit? You know,
you can't breathe in it because Africans are all puppet states. When a white man tells them to do it, they do it. The presidents don't got no. The only one who didn't do it was what? Magafuli, and everybody was running around. Everybody was breathing good, Joby. Nobody had a mask. Nobody was all scared. He said, "Hey, take the mask off." Tanzania, we're not going to do this shit. He's the only one who had an African backbone as a man, not a coon, not a puppet. Said no. My people are not putting on no damn mask, and he was right, and so they killed him for it because he was right, like I said, and like we showed when YouTube took that video when we checked that video, me and you did. And showed that when the mask, Joby, is dangerous. They know that, but they know most people don't know that. So they know that wearing a mask makes you sick, Joby. But since they brought the propaganda, wear the mask, it protects you. Wear the mask from the virus. Everybody got all scared. See, fear, Joby, when you're a moron, fear works great. Or when you're uninformed, don't have knowledge, and I pump up propaganda on the TV. Fear, called fear porn. Oh, hey, remember the mask? People dying, Joey. Look at the man over there. He died. Oh, what's going on? Ah! You look at the TV like, God damn. Oh, shit. Where's my mask at?
It is crazy, but the reason why I brought that up is because I believe the same law will find us in Africa. Trust me, and if we just happen to have another pandemic, it will happen.
Of course. It wouldn't happen if you had real leaders. See, Tanzania at that time had a real leader who was also a scientist and knew what he was being told was a lie. No matter how much, and you see all the fake puppets came after Uhuru came after them, that puppet ass kicked out. All them puppet niggas came after Magufuli. So what? Then what you bootlicking niggas say? I know what I'm doing is right, and of course he was right. But you see how all the other handkerchief heads do whatever white people tell them to do. Like they all run to Italy right now and have to jump on another bus. You niggas all get on this bus. That girl, you're supposed to be presidents of countries on a bus in Italy. Italy ain't even a rich country. Italy ain't even rich. They ain't even a rich European country. And these niggas with their hat in hand and said, "Oh, you dirty niggas, get on the bus." Okay, white daddy, I'll get on the bus like a school kid. All these niggas back on the bus. And they told you after they was embarrassed last year after that no good broad, I don't call her no queen, that no good whatever that lady's name is, that queen, what her name? Queen was Elizabeth, right? Yeah, Queen Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, after Elizabeth died, they put all them goofy niggas on a bus. Only everybody else came in limousines that were presidents of other countries. But all the African niggas, that's how they disrespect you in your face. You niggas are gonna get disrespected. So once again, and they said, oh, we're never gonna do that again. We're never gonna. So Italy said, hey, all you niggas come to Italy. Oh no, we're not gonna be summoned again as children. Y'all, not only were they summoned like children, they all had to get on the bus again.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
And you being in Africa, you don't know who runs your countries. You think your presidents really have power. If you believe that, you are a moron.
They wear expensive suits to just threaten us. But I see Steppers says on TikTok that tulizoea kuwa beggars, we even finished our freedom fighters out of greed. I agree with you, man, because right now, even probably if we had, but I believe Africa is rising. So we still have freedom fighters, and they're part of the Pan-Africans we see in building up and telling us the truth of what is happening. But I also see you saying that I pre-assume that's Keith. Yeah, it is him. And you're also saying I can recall the Ebola era in Uganda, Congo. We had to close our borders severally. Crazy. I know. Yeah. And you have no idea how that affects so many businesses. Literally, the destruction. It's about destruction.
Yeah, another fake, you know what? Putting it by Europeans. Ebola. AIDS. You guys still will believe in AIDS. You should know about AIDS. AIDS was created in the lab. First they told you it was some nigga in the Congo who fucked a monkey. Are you out of your mind?
Yep.
After somebody said it on TikTok, the white woman said the truth. Remember they said somebody had sex with a monkey? Exactly. She forgot about it. They said it was a black man who had sex with a goddamn gorilla in the Congo. How AIDS got started. You out of your fucking mind. So, hey, no African man fucking no gorilla.
But Steppers also says that they are held up captive. They are not cowards. Oil is a big deal on one's hands. That is Nigeria. I agree with you. And
not just oil. Oh, not just more resources than just oil. They are cowards. They're cowards because the country should have been overtook its resources. If you got more wealth in Nigeria than you got in any Arabic country, this is a fact. Nigeria has more wealth than Saudi Arabia, more wealth than Abu Dhabi, more wealth than goddamn Qatar. Why does it look like those countries then? Why does it look like Bahrain? Why does it look like Qatar? Why does it look like goddamn Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia? Because you got weak ass niggas. That's why. And the white man came and smacked you in the head and stealing all your goddamn resources. See, this is not my opinion that Nigeria is wealthier than these countries. These are facts. These are just plain facts. So why is Nigeria swimming in rivers of shit and piss? While you go to damn Dubai, it's mansions and big buildings and nice things everywhere. Why the nigga lives in shit and piss? Explain that then. If it ain't a problem with African men and African leadership. Something don't match. You're in the richest continent on the planet. So why are all Africans fucking poor? Huh? Explain it. Make it make sense then.
On purpose. I think Steppers, I'll refer you to a video. If you come back on tonight's show, I'll share a video which you can watch about Shell taking over Nigerians' oil. It's very well explained. I always refer that video because it was very well narrated for me, and I've shared it so many times.
Well, even though they took it over, the Nigerians allowed them to take it over. You know, Shell's controlled by the Rothschild family. If I don't want you to take my shit, I'll fight. You don't come and just get to take my
But
oil.
we understand. Like, I mean, you remember that was last year. Last year we discovered these people have been stealing oil for the last 12 years, 10 years. You remember the pipe that was discovered that has been stealing oil for the last
That's
12 years?
yeah, but Shell's been in Nigeria for 100 years, so they've been sitting over 100 years. Who cares about that?
Nobody, but the president. You want to tell me these puppets who are installed there? There's no way you run a country in which it's full of resources.
That's what I just said. That's what I said. We know your president's a puppet. We know your president don't work for you. But what have you done as the citizens instead of running away and making wait? Okay. Instead of running away and now making scams all on the internet. I'm a Nigerian prince. Send me money. I got like you said. Now you're the number one scammers on the planet, the Nigerians, huh? Well, you don't have to be. When your country is supposed to be wealthy. What have you done about that? Why are you running to America and Abu Dhabi and France and England? Why haven't you fixed fucking Nigeria? Why haven't you done that? Why are you always running? Why don't you get ready to fight? Why don't you do that? You know why? You can't because you're too tribal. You niggas can't even agree on what Nigeria even is. Who's Nigerian? You don't call yourself Nigerian. You call yourself your tribes. Your Igbo, your Hausa, your Fulani, your Tatani, your Huska. I don't know them goofy tribe names, whatever. You can't win, morons, because you're ununified. You're not organized. So that's why the white man can come and steal from you because you're tribal. You're backward. You're tribal. You're talking about, my tribe. Okay, be your tribe and be poor. Now you gotta leave, do scams. Nobody wants you in the country because you scamming ass niggas. But you won't unite with your brother down the street because he's Hausa or he's Fulani or he's Yoruba or he's Igbo. You won't do that. So the rest of the world says, hey, you niggas are backward and stupid. So it's our responsibility to dominate you niggas. Okay? Because everybody 2,000 years ago had tribes. China was a tribal country. That was a bunch of tribes. That's a fact. But one Chinese guy said, no more tribes. Anybody, you're gonna be Chinese. So it was called the Qin dynasty, and all the other tribes in China become China. There ain't gonna be no more tribes up in here. I'm gonna conquer all you motherfuckers. And that's what he did. So that's why everybody's called China now in China. It wasn't that, again, it was just a province of what you call China. That was a tribe called the Qin tribe. And the emperor of Qin said, I'm going to take over the rest of this area and I'm going to create one China. Africa's still never done that. So you got all these tribes. So you're always easily dominated by other people. What is the Europe tribe? Go ahead, Joe.
What I believe should be done to the West Africans, because personally I feel like revolution is gonna start from West Africa. I personally see so.
It already started. Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso.
Yeah, it has already. That's kid. Come on, calm down. Can you allow me give my point? Can you allow me? Allow me give my point. I give me your time.
All right. Excuse me, ma'am. Go ahead.
I feel like is gonna come from West Africa. Yes, we have Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. But I feel like now having Senegal, which is also a threat, we've seen to the West, ECOWAS, and if we had Nigerians, I believe, and Ghanaians, if they got to someone to teach them how to overcome fear, because I believe Africans were so ready for revolution, but we don't know how to overcome fear. And the main reason I'm saying how to overcome fear is because fear, when you go to the streets, you know what you're doing, number one. You're not just going scared of the bullets that are going to be shot at you. You're willing to die because it's a revolution for the country. You're willing to go down. I believe that's what should be actually passed to so many African youths and people. How do we overcome this fear agenda? Because we just see these people with bulletproof cars and suits, expensive suits. We think like, now these people are in power, these people have power, but they have nothing. They have nothing. That is just the fact. Whatever Keith is trying to explain.
How can you have real power? How can you have real power when you're on a bus in Italy?
It's true why for so long we've had this oil being stolen from Nigeria and resources being taken away from the continent of Africa, because the leaders who are installed here, they're not meant to make a change. It is true. But do the people, like what is happening in Congo right now, do people know what is going on? Because right now we can't say, like an idiot I saw you on YouTube, and sorry, pardon my French, these are morons and ignorant people. Or do Congolese people know why they're demonstrating about France and US? Of course they do. There's no I'm gonna take and go burn down flags and I don't understand what I'm fighting for. You sound crazy. You sound crazy to me. So I believe that is what should be taught. How do we overcome fear? This thing called fear, because that is what is running and ruling us as African people.
Yeah, because you've been given fake religion. The African knew he didn't die. See, that's what first thing Africans should always study is maybe the Haitian Revolution. The Haitians coming out of slavery, killing the white man to get free. They said we got to give back the white man his religion. We got to go back to Africa. And so the most prevalent religion that they remember came out of the Congo. They said, yeah, we know we don't die. Death is an illusion. So that allowed them to be fearless. And because remember, they didn't have cannons. The white man had cannons and guns. Haitians didn't have that. So they just used their bodies. And somebody would run in front of the cannon, would blow them up, and the other one would run behind them and kill the cracker. Ah! So we know a bunch of us going to die. They knew once you learn that kind of fearlessness, you can't be defeated. That's why Haiti couldn't be defeated. They defeated every European power. They destroyed the British. They destroyed the French. They destroyed the Spanish. And then they started freeing other African nations in the Caribbean. And then also down in South America. That's why Haiti right now is destroyed. The white man never forgets. The white man took 100 years coming with America. In the 1900s, that we finally got in the strip to go back in and conquer these niggas. So America went back in and conquered Haiti after they got free 100 years prior in 1803. They never stopped warring on us. They said, 100 years later, you got the power now. Let's go back in and conquer these niggas. Let's do it. And they went back in. And that's what they did. So understanding, go ahead, Joby.
It's okay. I was to say that's why they are using now Kenya to clean up their mess, which is not actually even cleaning; it's making it worse.
Well, yeah, it's been a mess for over the last 100 years. The Americans went and stole resources. They were stealing. Haiti's full of natural resources. The white man got your main man has been buying up land in Haiti. Bill Gates. It's meant to be unstable so they can steal. And it's to send a message. You niggas don't ever get free of white people. You always do what we tell you to do, nigga. And you stay down. Unless you build an army. Don't ever think we're not coming back. Don't ever think it's over. See, African people understand white people's mentality. They don't get it. They understand that white people are warmongers. They never forget. They never stop warring on us. And the African always gets, well, we beat them, it's over. It ain't never over. Never. And that's what the African mindset is going to have to understand. It's never over for them. If you beat them, just like what they're doing down in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe won that war in 1980. White man still ain't stopped trying to get that land back. Today, they're still trying to get it back. They're still destabilizing Zimbabwe today. And if Kenya ever tries to get that land back that white man stole, you think them puppets ain't been told? Nigga, you try to get in these tea farms and coffee farms ever back, we'll overthrow this country. We'll put it in complete. You think Congo's fucked up? What you think we'll do with what you think we'll do with Kenya and all this tribalism up in here? We'll make sure this country burns down to the goddamn ground. That's what the puppets are being told. You ever try to get the land back that we stole from you niggas? We got so many agents in here. We've caused so many disruptions. You have never came together, morons, and stopped the tribal shit. We'll have tribe killing tribe up in here. We'll have tribe killing tribe up in Kenya. We'll have it all done. So don't you ever think you're going to talk about getting any land back. We'll have Kikuyu killing Lou killing Kamba. We'll make it we'll have the whole country killing each other. Mm-hmm. And they can do it. And they can do it overnight. So that's another thing if you're an African leader. You know you're a puppet. If you try not to be a puppet, you be scared because you never got rid of the tribes. You never got rid of those tribes because that helped your power course. But you know, if you ever wanted to become righteous and actually serve Kenyan people, you would have had to get rid of them tribes. And now that you didn't, if you ever try to go against your masters, they're gonna put your whole country into chaos. You think the Congo look bad? Oh shit! They can try to get that land back in Kenya. Mm-hmm. Just try. And you haven't collapsed. And you haven't collapsed the tribalism in Kenya. Gee, I have Kenyans killing Kenyans.
Mm-hmm. I see Samuel in the building. Karibu sana. I don't know if I'd said hi to you, but nice to see you. You're saying you all remember when that Nigerian Prince Kama turned out to be a white guy from England or Florida. I don't think I remember the story personally.
Nah, I don't remember that. That's funny.
Yeah.
You got white people You got white people, and that's what they do, pretend to be Nigerian, scamming people. These damn Nigerians.
I just realized I have a Nigerian neighbor. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What happened? What? So what? What did he say? Did he say hi to you or something?
No,
I'm
just seeing different skirts. You know, for the last few days I've been there. I've just been seeing different skirts, you know, popping in and out. So
different girls, different skirts. Yeah, well, I can't stop the man from getting his coochies over here. Don't be being all nosy. Who's this? Who's this coming in here? He said, I'm Nigerian. I'm gonna get that coochie.
I didn't have to be told. I think I had my caretaker talk about it. Then I'm like, okay. Yeah. So we have this. Then I bumped into them yesterday when I was going to.
Tell me. If you go to the moon, there'll be Nigerians on the moon. Everywhere.
I know. Shout out to KSAC TV. Says great conversation. Great to see you too as well. Hope you subscribe and catch more of this amazing conversation every single day. And I also see Samuel says that I told some of my friends most of the men are too comfortable and cowardly to fight back. I agree with you. African men have become too weak, being honest. And I was watching an interview yesterday of, shout out to Kamon Fella. I'm a very, very big fan of this amazing lady from South Africa. She said that African men lately and nowadays, I don't know if it's today's generation or what's happening, but mostly are feeling even mostly intimidated by women. So getting into a relationship with an majority of African men, they're scared. You know, they're going like, you know, this woman is average, I can't.
They're weak, Joby. They're weak. And she's talking about the South African man. She's South African. They're weak, Joby.
I know. I was watching that. Someone told me, what about the South African men? Yeah, you guys keep on calling out South Africa, Kenyan men. What about South African men? Why didn't she get her? Why can't she get her? I'm like, they're not. Maybe they're not her type, you know. Maybe she doesn't like them. She wants maybe other African men from other places. But mine is special. Mine is a special case. So
okay, Joey.
I also see someone says gorilla. I heard about a green monkey. What?
Well, yeah. Well, whatever. Green monkey, gorilla. That became they didn't say he had sex with the green monkey. They updated it and said green monkey because it sounded ridiculous. First, they said an African had sex with a monkey. I mean, with a gorilla, a chimpanzee in the Congo. They're like, what? And most people believe. I knew instantly. I said, man, me knowing who white people, I knew that shit was phony. I was like, man, this is some bull. And I knew the age thing was phony. By that time, I already knew about eugenics. I'd already been studying eugenics from these people. I said, oh, I know what the fuck this is. And then when they started in America, they moved it to Africa quick. Remember, they first, always the African in America, they're going to experiment first. Yeah, let's see if they work on these goofy niggas first. And then we'll take it to the continent and go continent-wide with the rest of these niggas. That's how they do it. So I knew I was looking at this age thing. First, was supposed to be the homo with the power bottom cats. It was all the power bottoms who were getting it. Hey, this is a power bottom disease. Yeah, that's right. Had nothing to do with no. Next, you know, it was all, it's black Americans. Like, nah. This is some bullshit. This is some created in the lab shit. I know what I'm looking at. Has nothing to do. And it's to stop African people from wanting to have sex with each other. It's another scare tactic. Oh no, I can't sleep with no black woman. Her coochie got the AIDS in it.
What? But I also see Samuel. John Mosquito Karibu Sana once again. Not say hi to you, but Karibu. And Samuel says they're gonna say same thing. Jamaican saying, Lord Jesus soon come. I know. And I also saying that I got an email all the way in Jamaica. Still ridiculous. It is very ridiculous.
You gotta remember, I used to get them letters. I'm a Nigerian prince. Can you help me get my money? I said, no, nigga, no.
Why are you a prince if you're broke? Why are you a prince?
Exactly, Joby. How about that, Joby? Exactly. The question. So let's see, Joby got too much logic. The logical question: how you a prince and you broke and begging me for money? Exactly, Joby. But that's what they did, and it worked on a lot of people. Hold on, Joby. Do this. Put this up, Joby. Put this up. Let's see what Google says. Say how much money did the Nigerian prince scam take in? How much money did the Nigerian prince scam take in? Let's see what Google says. How much money did the Nigerian prince scam take in?
$700,000 a year.
Damn, a year. I want the total. I know it's more than that. No, that shit was in the millions a year. There was no 700,000. That shit was making millions a year. See, Joby having common sense and knowledge. Said the right. If you're a prince, why are you asking me for money? How you broke? What kind of prince are you? That's pretty common. Joby said.
Our kingdoms never used to be broke. That's just the truth, you know?
I know, Joby, but I'm saying that was the scam, and it worked. And it 700,000. That shit got millions a year, Joby. Millions.
Let me tell you, Nigerians I now agree. You're somehow idiots. Sorry to say, somehow, just not all of you. Somehow, just a little bit, you know. Because there's no way you tell me, you guys, especially movies, promote how princes are so wealthy, where poor girls run to wealthy men who are princes and kings, and now you want to tell me you have a broke prince and he's asking you money? You're jokers. You joke too much. That's why your president is a joker, because he sees the jokes in the citizens as well, man. Because what is crazy? It is crazy. But getting to the main focus of the day, it is about Haiti, because you mentioned Haiti. And of course, these two countries, Haiti and Kenya, are supposed to have an agreement talk on the deployment of the long-awaited police officers. And they're saying the Haiti's government announced on Wednesday, that is yesterday, that it is working on an official agreement with Kenya officials to secure a long-awaited deployment of a police force from the east.
That's the puppet government that's installed by the United States. The people in Haiti already told you they don't want you there. You African people, You're supposed to know not to bring your ass to oppress other African people. They've already told you. They've told you. The Haitians already told you, you're African like us. Don't bring your ass here oppressing us for white people. We're going to hurt you. We're going to hurt you. Don't bring your ass here oppressing us for white people. And that's what this is all about. And we're going to send you back home in body bags, nigga. Haitians already told you on the street, don't bring your punk ass. We're going to be offended if other Africans come to the African land for the benefit of white people. They've already told you. I've seen it all on social media. Told you, don't bring your punk ass in here, being a damn a puppet for white people. We're gonna send you back in body bags. So good luck to you niggas in Kenya going to Haiti.
To know it is more funny, I see that they're saying high-ranking officials from both countries met in the U.S. and for 3 days this week to draft a memorandum.
In the U.S. That's right. Why didn't they meet between themselves? Because the white master is putting it together. Exactly.
Is the one behind it. So they're saying that the memorandum of understanding and set a deadline for the arrival of Kenyan police forces, and the closed door meetings included top US officials and were held weeks after a court in Kenya blocked the UN-backed deployment of police to help Haiti fight a surge gang in violence. And this is information given by, they're saying that it is unconstitutional, and it is unconstitutional for Kenya High Court to block. This is crazy.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's their job. They blocked it, and since the country is not run by any government, by any laws, run by the white man. So the white man don't like the laws. He's saying, fuck those laws. You'll do what you're told to do, and that's what's happening.
But anyway, family, we're coming to the end of today's conversation, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. And see you guys later on the Black Kings frequency as we catch up, me, HR, and Kamlesh, on what we shall be debating about. And later tonight, remember, if in case you're here and you've been missing the Africa Today shows on Tuesday and Thursday, we're always on the radio station on the Culture Show. Keith, is the website back up for us to do the shows?
No. They'll be back up tomorrow. Well, they'll probably be back up to it'll be back up tonight to do the
Culture Show.
Yeah, Culture Show, because I gotta call the bank. It'll be back up then, but not till then, because I gotta call the bank. Then you can put it up on Mevo. Just put the thing on there. You guys will be up on the website.
Yeah, no problem. But anyway,
hold on. So everybody, the updated app is back out. Go to the Google Play Store and download Blackout Fire Network. Listen, already got it. Just hit the update button and it'll update. Because now, even though we got the TV channel on there, I have not put up any content on it yet. And a lot of the live shows will be up on there too. So the live shows will be up on there. But as we start doing, they can decide to make our own TV shows. That content will go up there too. We find decent actors and got good. We're not gonna make no roles like Precious. We're not gonna do no Precious movie.
Period. But anyway, yes, ensure you download the app in case you do not have the app, and update it. In case you have it on your phone, I think it's just updating. But mine updated itself automatically on my phone because it's from the white icon to the black. It automatically updated itself. So in case you have the app and your phone is smart, that's like mine, shall do that. But anyway, thank you so much.
Okay, well, my phone. That's not smart like Joe, man. I had to update my script.
But anyway, family, asanteni sana. I hope you've learned a thing or two, and to all the Africans in the continent, I hope this does not get here and gets out of here. I hope we're always learning something every single day. Wherever you are in the continent and you bump into these shows from the Black Hot Fire Network, always give a review and always also share with your family and friends. Trust me, awakening does not start with one person. It doesn't just continue with one person. It starts with one and on and on and on forth. So the more the education, the more the message circulates, the more we pass information about our continent, our leaders, our history, ourselves, then the way to revolution is going to be very, very easy. And I'll be here to support you and even bring the news, of what is happening during the revolution. But anyway, from me to you, have an amazing, amazing rest part of your day. But of course, we'll be coming back later after like 2-3 hours with the Black Kings frequency and later on the Culture Show. This has been the Pan-African Bliss Show, and I've been your host, Joby. Much love. Peace.
Fuck the devil. Kwani kesho. Yo, don't put me on my chest, don't you try me. Don't talk like an angel, can't do it. Then last day, but I know where you can find me. You guys are go check it time. Don't put me on my chest, don't you try me. Don't talk like an angel, can't do it. Then last day, then I know where you can find us now. You guys are go check it time.
Weed that I'm smoking belladonna. Y'all slipping on me in a coma. We outside, no Rona. Everybody getting beer, sipping on Corona. Sinning on my butt a minute, I need no much.
Big quick shout out to Madeleine TV. You're saying watching from Jamaica. Asante Sana, nice to see you. And of course, I hope you've subscribed. We have another show coming up after this. That is the African Diary by Katie. And of course, don't miss out. Kindly, if you've enjoyed the conversation and you're loving the conversation, check out also our previous shows. We have them uploaded on our YouTube, if in case you're on YouTube, on Facebook as well, and enjoy our conversations. Peace unto you, and have an amazing, amazing rest part of your day.
You can find us now at Kaisana, check it time 9:25 in it, Dubai.